This one. I'm sure I can bring this up a little bit. It'll be fine. Heimat der Catastrophe. It's a good label. Pretty sure this is Heimat der yeah. This is Divide or David Ricci, awaiting the Dragon, Dungeon Synth, Berlin School, etc., 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 etc. Let me get this chat thing open for my benefit, not necessarily for yours. No. Hello, 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 hi, 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 hello. Oh man, this is getting like real Blade Runner-esque. Is this like Vangelis's cousin or some shit? That's good, don't get me wrong, I like it. So, the piece before you right now is pretty much already done. It's pretty much done. I'm pretty sure it's done. Or close to it. I haven't really decided. I'm sure there's a few things in here that I haven't done yet that I could be doing. I'm supposed to add some like manual glitches here. When I mean manual glitches, I mean fabricated glitches. I think that's probably more accurate. Just about everything about this is a fabricated glitch. You know, anything that looks glitchy, it's a fabrication. It's not an actual glitch, which is true for most, if not all, of the artwork that I've made, that it has some like glitchy qualities to it. Let's pop us in, have some caffeine. That's the master combo right there. Zen and pre-workout. You pop one of them, you get your pre-workout in, you go to the gym. Buddy, that'll set you free, let me tell you what. See, I don't go to the gym, I just lift weights at home and make virtually no progress because I am constantly running on an empty stomach. Real shit. Look at this spooky little fellow. I was listening to some video game themed creepypastas, and this guy just so happened to magically spawn himself in. I wasn't even paying attention. 1 minute I was just working in this area, and the next thing you know, there he is. He's here. See? That's what the layer's called. He's here. There he is. He is here. So, I don't really know what else to do here. I'm looking. Maybe I could... Nah. Well... You know, this area right here doesn't have the same quality as this area down here, so I should rectify that real quick. Where is here? And how much of that? Alright, some of that is down there. I don't want that stuff. I just want this section. While I'm working in this section here. Guess I should try and darken some of those areas on the bottom. Scattering, color dynamic. Tolerance, let's bring that down to like 18. Sheesh. Okay, maybe like 9. Ah, shit. No. 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 Alright. Never mind that. I only need the lower regions anyway. I don't need all of it, just most of it. I probably could just use the lasso tool for it, but fuck that. I actually haven't heard this release yet. I haven't been following High Catastrophe as much as I used to. Kind of working on rectifying that right this instant. I used to really follow their releases closely, because they tend to put out a lot of really good dungeon synth. I've not been keeping up. Okay, we can take this a little darker. Again, don't need all of it, just a lot of it. It helps add depth, which is what I want. It helps compensate for the fact that I myself am not a very deep person. I like to try and hide that as much as possible. I want people to believe that I'm very deep and profound. Helps me with my insecurities, you know? Oh man, where is this release going? We're going to fucking Daggerfall with this one. We're going into... Oh, what was that one game? Maybe I have it in here somewhere. No, it's not in here. I don't see it. Probably on a thumb drive. I want to say it's Eye of the Beholder. There's a game that had a very similar sound to this. I think it might have been Eye of the Beholder, but I couldn't tell you for sure. Let me not do that right this instant. Replace. AK works. Work in progress. Unknown. That's for later. I got that piece open up just in case what I knew was going to happen, which is happening, was going to happen, which is me struggling to find anything to do on this. I can take that down a little bit more. That'll work. Kind of want it to have its own little color so that way it's not the same as the other mazes, implying some like chromacy, multi-chromacy, polychromacy, whatever the fuck you want to call it. Iridescence across the mazes in the back there. Everything's totally fucked. Alright, there's a lot of black outline over there. Should start bringing some of that down here as well. Let's see, where did I apply it the most? Usually it's just corners, right? Okay, I got that. There isn't too much that's outlined. So let's go ahead and put all of this shit together real quick. Let me see what's what. Do I want to keep this? I kind of want to keep it. Not really sure I should. Sure, why not? What's this? Okay. What's this? That's that. That's that. That's that. That can go. What's this? That stays. That's that. Okay. So all of that stays. Now it's all together. Cool. What the fuck is this? This can go now. I don't need it anymore. I probably should get rid of that. Maybe just like lighten it a little bit, make it a little more transparent, because that's too much. That's just right. That's good. I'll keep that. What's in the overhead again? Nothing I need to worry about right now. Okay, we're good. We are good. Good, 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 good. Do I still have color diamond? No, I don't. It's just the tool I was using wasn't correct. Or the color I was using was not correct. We're good. We're back. I'm sort of back. I've still undeniably fallen off, but you know, these things happen. I've fallen off, but I haven't given up. Did I do any of these outlines on this thing? No. So that can remain untouched, unsoiled. I wonder if it's even possible to like make this appear in 3D. I get the feeling that it's not. I also get the feeling that I should be doing this on another layer. So I will. I tend to like try to avoid doing digital for the most part, or I have been for a while, largely because I feel like, no, you can be so frivolous with your designs here. Non-committal. That it kind of ruins the process. Maybe that's just me. But there is something to be said about the sacrifice of physical material that really forces you to kind of like be a little more considerate about what you're doing. Which I like. It's important to be a little more considerate and not just throw things out there. This piece kind of takes the lack of consideration and throwing things out there into mind. I mean, this thing was supposed to be like a small piece too. It was supposed to be like that big, maybe smaller. Right, but it kind of got out of hand. It kept getting bigger. What can I say? I just want to make big works of art. I just want to make big pieces, you know? I want to make big paintings. I don't want to do all these small things. I keep trying to do small things and I just can't bring myself to do it. I don't know why. Every time I try and do something small, it just gets out of hand. It keeps evolving. These things happen, you know? don't think I'll ever really be able to truly get back to making small pieces. I used to make a bunch of like little tiny paintings, tiny drawings. This is back in the early days. And that is generally a good strategy, to work on small pieces, a lot of them, because then you can have a higher output, because you're not spending as much time as you would on larger pieces, which is all I've been doing lately, is just a bunch of like larger, more ambitious projects and things like that that take a lot of time. You know, I mean, I'm sure I could dedicate myself a little more. Eating less definitely helps with that, because, you know, you're not as sharp as you could be if you got a full stomach. So that's one thing I've noticed. It's not necessarily purely because I'm broke, which I am, or because I am chronically depressed, which I sort of am, but not really. I feel like too many people kind of just say depressed as a general statement of being demoralized or feeling a little dejected. I don't think depression is the right term here. I don't think it's accurate. For a lot of people, it's definitely not accurate. I don't think it's accurate for me. But I definitely have entered into a period of severe neglect for my well-being. And I keep telling myself to stop doing that, but for whatever reason, I have not. I mean, again, a lot of it does kind of come down to money. I just had to replace my fridge because the old one went up. That set me back. Oh man, did that set me fucking back. And it wasn't even like I got a big fridge, I got a little mini fridge. Kind of wish I could find another one like the one I had, but there was nothing available like it. You know, it had plenty of space, it had a freezer in it, but the freezer was in one door, right? Like, it wasn't two doors, one for the fridge, one for the freezer. It was, you open up the door and the freezer was up top, and it would like kind of get really cold and it would freeze over up top. Jeez. A little bit of spittle went down the wrong hole there. But you know, it offered me enough room to buy plenty of grocery, have some of it stored away in the freezer section, and still have room for like gallons of milk, at least 2 gallons of milk. Though I haven't really been drinking as much milk as I used to. Kinda want to I'll start over here. You know, this corner area isn't nearly as important, so maybe we can do a little thing here. That's neat. I don't hate that. This should definitely have some like shines to it, some sparkles around there. This dude absolutely should have a bunch of those, but I'll get to him later. I feel like I should probably make some alterations to him anyway. I already have a little bit earlier. Someone pointed something out to me that I didn't like. I mean, I wasn't really, he was the only person to notice it at any rate, so. Is that line? Yeah, that line's in there. I need to get rid of that with him. Yeah, it's in this one. So I have, I don't really know what I'm doing back there. There's going to be something, I don't know yet what, but this is going to be the backside, because as it progressed, I started thinking, man, this would make like a really great J card for, you know, some like really noisy, kind of strange freestyle dungeon synth, you know, something where you kind of just go for it, which I struggle doing that as well. It's easier to do that visually for me than it is for me to do that musically. I kind of lost that for my music creation, which is unfortunate because I definitely, I don't know if I actually have any of my original music on my computer, or how much of it I have. I know I've got some I've got some of my Swords and Dragons stuff, but I don't have Actually, you know what? I might have that on my SoundCloud. Here, let me pause this for a second and share some of my SoundCloud stuff. Real quick. The kind of shit that highlights what I'm talking about here, where I kind of just sat there for a second and I made something. I just went for it, you know, just go for it. Here's something. That's literally it. That's the entire track right there. Here's this. I'm pretty sure it's just the same all the way through. Yeah. Just skipping ahead a little bit. I don't think I did anything different to this. I think there's one, like, tiny drum fill. Not even... Yeah, that. Not even a proper drum fill, it's just there. So I did that. Here's another one. I mean, this is like real old school, classic me. But you know, I kind of just went for it back then, you know. I didn't really like take the time to try and plan stuff out. Once I started trying to plan stuff out, I would get stuck, which has always been my problem in all my creative endeavors here. Whoa, how much of that is on this dude? Okay. I just need to find these lines that I used as guides for the chains. Kind of want to get rid of them as much as possible. I'm sure most of them are pretty hidden in the absolute mess that this piece is, but let's try and get rid of the majority of them. You know, I don't want to see them too much. How much of that is visible here? Yeah, those, that, get rid of that stuff. That should be alright. I am no longer bothered by that. It's good. It's good. Good shit. Anyway. Back to David Ricci. This track definitely has some like super Metroid to it. You could hear this in a Metroid game for sure. Getting closer to Lower Norfair. Love it. Love it. So, maybe I should start thinking about how I'm gonna alter this guy a little more. Eyes are a little cliche, but, you know, like I said, I'm not exactly the sharpest tool in the shed, not the brightest pigment on the palette here, so maybe it's for the best that I don't spend too much time thinking about these things. Has that guy always been up this high? I don't remember him being up that high. What's all this? Yeah, that stays, that stays, that stays, that stays. Okay. What the fuck is this? Nothing. Okay. Whoa. What happened there? I don't know what happened there. But we can fix it a little bit. Double the tolerance. Not quite. Still need it a little darker. Here we go. That looks better. Oh, maybe I can like take it back a little bit over here too. There we go. Give him his red shoes. And now we move him back the fuck down where he belongs. There we go. Trying to figure out if there's anything else. Once you get to this state where there's just so much, it's hard to keep track of what's done and what isn't. Another appliance of mine went up the other day, my fans, and now it's really hot in here. I'm fucking burning up. Try not to take off too much clothes though. Kind of helps enforce a little bit of discipline on my part. Empty stomach, full balls. We need it. We need to operate that way. Or at least that's what I've been told. I'm gonna give it a go, see how that works. The same person that gave that advice also said that constantly shuffling leads to basically the equivalent of male PMS, but on a more constant level. Like for women, you know, that PMS cycle kind of is limited to once a month, but for men who constantly, who are every day shuffling on a regular basis here, they're in a perpetual state. And I mean, I get it. I can definitely see that, it kind of accurately describes experience. So, I'm gonna try it out. Being a little more disciplined. Discipline, 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 discipline. If I don't, then all my time will be stolen from me by ungrateful millionaire that owns a warehouse. And that won't do me any good. Can't be doing with that. No, sir. As much time as is needed to work on my big fucking projects, if I spend my entire weekend just being useless here, useless to my art career, useless to myself, I mean, that's a real tragedy right there, when you become useless to yourself. Like, I get it's a virtue, it'll be useful to others. I get that. And I tend to be so. But if you don't take care of yourself, you won't have anything. And then who are you going to be good for? Help everyone else until you're reduced to nothing, then who are you helping? Nobody. That's something some of these fucking business owners, big business, millionaire fucking warehouse owners don't understand. If you don't help others, from your position to have as much as they need, you're basically going to have a full staff of people who have been reduced to nothing, who are no longer able to help you, right? The complete opposite of only helping yourself. There needs to be a lot of give and take. That's what makes the world go round. Helps the economy and all that. That was a good album. If I had the money, I would probably pay for that one. How much is it? €5, which is like what, $6? It's $5.52 USD. That's not bad. That's actually very reasonable. Maybe I will. I probably shouldn't, but maybe I will. I think I'm already going to be spending more than enough on Dungeon Synth this month anyway. Planning on going out to see a show later this week. I haven't been out to a show in fucking forever. A show that I wanted to go to. I've been invited out to like one of my friends' band show. Maybe 1 or 2 years ago. It wasn't bad, they play pretty good music. Not my ideal music, not the kind of music that I would put on a regular basis, but whenever I hear them play, I enjoy it. And then there was this one band, they played like that indie, emo, like, the front bottoms type style of music. You know, if you've ever heard that one song, well, you are water 6 feet deep, and I am boots made of concrete. Kind of like that style, a little more, you know, it's like the J.C. Penney of indie emo. And not even like proper emo either. It's not like emo as it's supposed to be, which is very screamo and aggressive, you know, the kind of shit you would hear out in DC, the actual emo scene. I am doing these lines on the wrong fucking layer. Oops. I mean, I guess it's time to fucking mash them all together anyway, so let's go ahead and do that. No regret. No regretty. Actually, let me see. Would this be better here? Kind of like bake him in? No? Yes? No? Let me do this. Let me do some shit with this real quick. Replace. Close. Don't need you. Don't need you. Unknown. Copy. Paste. Alright, so now it's all fucked, right? So we just go ahead and select some random spots here. Like so. And we get the smudge tool, kind of break them up a little bit. Really get it all like nice and loose. Because I don't want it to be perfect or nothing. I don't want to like select these that strictly. I want to have some, you know. I don't know what the word I'm looking for is, so never mind. I forgot the album's over. Let's go ahead and put one more on. choosing all the choicest areas where the artifacts look the best, or would make nice accents. Did I miss any? No, alright, we're gonna duplicate this layer, dissolve. Now all of those spots have a little bit of artifacts going on. Just a little bit, not much. You can see the difference it makes. Try and let as much of some of these details through, whereas others can kind of just go ahead and disappear. Like this right here is absolutely necessary. Yeah, I think that'll suffice. So let's go ahead and put all of that together. And now let's go ahead and add a few of these shines here. This dude. Really sparkly. Right? Oh, that was right. That's correct. We're good. We're good. What the fuck? No wonder I'm bad at shooting in games. Can't even place my fucking shots when I'm zoomed in that fucking close. What the fuck? I feel like I should have made some level of dungeon denizens, some beings, but I didn't. Let's see, is there anything else I'm missing? It does not appear. Now to lurk. I mean, you're at the bottom half of, and when I mean the bottom half, maybe like the bottom few minutes of art. But Bully's starting very soon, so you made it for that. You're in time for gameplay. You know, I don't really have anything else left to do on this piece. I can't find anything else to do. If I do any more, you know, it starts, I mean, it's already much. It's already a bit much. But, you know, you are free to lurk for Bully. So, you know, you're in time for something. You are in time for something. But yeah, take a good gander here. Take a look. Let's take a look. Get close up. Look at the glitchy details here. The unhinged dream night. Lots of JPEG artifacts going on here, which I think adds really incredible texture. Oh yeah, that skull door. That skull door came out nice, especially with the artifacts. Like, it looked pretty good without them, but it looks so much better with them, you know? It gives it a very grim appearance. That door looks so much more wicked with the JPEG artifacts going on. These pillars look nicer with them too. The arcades, as they are classically referred to. Nice little platform that goes up and down, classic game structure right there. Little crystal ball kind of operating like a crystal switch from a Zelda game.